And Martin, you're in Thailand. How significant is this high-level dialogue for Southeast Asia, and what are the reactions from where you are?
Well, at first glance, you might think that countries in Southeast Asia are not directly affected by BRICS because they're not core members. But in fact, they are, of course, directly affected by the continuing prosperity of BRICS countries. Thailand, where I am, and its close neighbors, people like Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Malaysia, are all heavily reliant on BRICS countries for trade and for cultural exchanges. Thailand, in fact, is a member of something called BRICS Plus. This is a grouping put forward by Xi Jinping in China to include emerging markets and developing countries in the BRICS family. Now, Thailand has trading relations with all 5 BRICS members, but 3 particular are very important: China, India, and Russia. And in fact, over the past decade, China has been Thailand's biggest trading partner. Last year, 2021, trade between those 2 countries exceeded $100 billion for the first time. Now, that's despite COVID. In terms of India, there's a huge Indian population resident here in Thailand. The 2 countries' cultures are very closely intermixed. Trade is hugely important and is growing. In the capital of Thailand, Bangkok, there is a Little India community, just as there's a Chinatown. Turning to the area of tourism, Russia, as well as being a trading partner of Thailand, for the beginning of this year was the country that sent the greatest number of tourists to Thailand as the country reopened after COVID. Tourist dollars hugely important to this tourism dependent country. That came to an end with the conflict in Ukraine, but then the largest grouping was taken over by India, bringing in much needed revenue here. And of course, in non-COVID times, Chinese visitors make up by far the largest number of tourists who come to Thailand, more than 1 in 4, making a huge contribution to this country's economy. So you can see how Southeast Asia in general and Thailand in particular are hugely reliant and hugely dependent on those BRICS nations.
Very interesting observation. Thank you so much, Martin Low, and also Dong Xue for us.